All right, y'all. So, how y'all doing? You already know who I am, Strategist 418, back at y'all with another one. And today we're gonna actually be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be doing something called the wait, let me fix this right quick. Myself down here instead. We're gonna be doing something called the strategic video cast. So what the strategic video cast basically is we're basically going to be playing a game or certain games. I swear to God, this is. Let me put this up in the corner. Put my other cam up in the. But basically, what the strategic video cast is we're gonna basically be playing various games. Well, really just one game. I think I'm just gonna play one game for today. And really, all it's gonna be is like a live stream, like a video live stream, right? And we're gonna just talk about like a topic. So for today, we're gonna talk about. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a live stream, make a video at the same time while playing a game. So I'm trying to challenge myself here because I think it's gonna be better to do that instead of just having it like, you know, a pre-recorded video and have everything kind of feel like just you know, like a lot more structured and stuff. I kind of like things to be more natural, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about PC gaming versus console gaming. Which one is right for you? Now I know this is let's actually get into the game. Now I know this is like a topic that a lot of people tackle. There's not as much videos on it nowadays, but there used to be a time where literally the gaming community used to be flooded. Like, I literally mean flooded on videos talking about, let me turn down the volume right quick. This game. What? You can't turn down the volume? Oh, okay. Turn down to 75. So you can actually hear me. But, yeah. Like I was saying, there used to be a time where the gaming community literally used to be flooded with videos talking about PC versus console. You know what I mean? And yeah, they used to always either be someone who illogically argued the point or logically argued the point and made sense with what they were saying. And there was people who just kind of said one was better than the other. There's some people who gave both sides a coin and stuff like that. So it's a little tricky arguing the topic because it's such a personal thing. Like you know, you can't just consolidate and say, oh, PC gaming, I would say, like, oh, the fuck, oh shit, my sound. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, but PC gaming objectively is better than console gaming. Objectively, you understand what I'm saying? Like, objectively, there's no like debate, ifs, ands, or buts. Well, hold on. I mean, let me actually look and see if the stream is going right before I get into it. 1 second, I'll be back. Well, I'm actually gonna just go check the phone. Okay. Let me check real quick. I want to see if everything is going good. Okay, good. Alright. Just wanted to check the audio, you know? Let me see. Hold on. I just want to see, is the game good too? Let's see. Okay, yeah, the game is good too. Okay. Wanted to check. But yeah, so it's a topic that's a little bit more personal. It's not as cut and dry as saying, you know, consoles is better than PC or PC is better than console. Objectively though, like, without the emotions and the attachments to a certain platform. Objectively, PC gaming is better than console gaming. Objectively, like there's literally no fucking competition. No competition. You know what I mean? But we're gonna see which one is right for you. I'm gonna kind of try to detail, like, you know, the scenario, what type of person should be getting into what. You know, ultimately, just lining up which one is right for you, which one is probably not right for you, and just kind of putting my little, you know, personal scenarios into it as well. So basically, when it comes to console gaming, I was a console gamer for like most of my life. That's pretty much mostly what I gained on. I also gained on PC, but most of the time it was usually consoles, right? When it came to PC gaming, it was like I would game on PC for like a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then kind of stop. And then I would mainly game on consoles. And I think part of that is just because I didn't understand console gaming as much. I mean, PC gaming as much. So
The passage is collapsing.
uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't understand PC gaming that much back in the day, so, you know, it was a little harder to be into that as a kid, you know what I'm saying? But even with that, I still enjoy PC gaming, even with that being the case, you know what I'm saying? But most of my time was spent being a console play. And what I would say is, for me, switching and playing on PC in the last, like, what, 20, I was about to say 20 years. In the last, like, three years, I started in 2018, the end of 2018, up until now, obviously. And I could say, honestly, PC gaming, building my PC, getting into the PC community, playing games on PC, just having a computer like that I have, I cannot at all go back to playing on a console.
This tunnel leads to the water facility control center.
It's literally impossible.
I might find in 540 there.
It's to the point where I will go back and I will try to play games on my consoles, and it just sucks. Like, it's literally like, oh my god, like, I can't do this. It's so restrictive. There's no real user experience like that. There's no real customization. There's no real flexibility. I gotta be forced to use one controller and shit like that. I mean, it's just like, it's kind of whack, man. And it's just like the lack of freedom, you know, is kind of what, for me, I'm just not even bothering ever buying a console again. At least not for gaming primarily, not for primarily just gaming. Like, maybe like 1 or 2 games I might play on there, but as far as like playing in general, hell no. Like, I'm done with that. That I can't go back to that. I can't go back to that shit. It's like going back to the 1980s versus being in the 2020s. You know what I'm saying? I can't even go back. But yeah, when it comes to console gaming, let's run down the scenario. Which one is right for you, right? Console gaming is good for people who just want to they just don't give a fuck. They don't care about, they just don't really care about anything. Let's be honest here. They don't really care about anything. They just want to play the game, and that's it. And there's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people who don't really care about their experience. They don't care about their freedoms. their lack of freedoms, they don't care about it. They just want a game, and they want to have a curated library of games and just get to it. That's it. Whereas PC gamers, they want that freedom. They want that ability to play anything they want to play. They want that open market. You know, they want that. I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? This is just coming from me personally. I look at it now and I'm like, dude, PC gaming is literally the thing that makes the most logical sense, right? And not trying to be a fanboy, but just think about it. It makes the most logical sense. Because on a PC, you can have God of War, Halo, Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Bravely Default, Switch games, right? Switch exclusives. You can have all these games that were exclusive to one platform be on PC and be available to anyone who has a capable gaming PC or laptop, or now Steam Deck. And they don't have to buy any proprietary hardware to play games on their computer. Whereas people who want to play on the console, they gotta buy proprietary hardware, which is the console. You understand what I'm saying? So when I think about that, I'm like, shit, like, it's kind of crazy. You really think about that. Like, and then, you know, a lot of console gamers will tell you that console gaming is cheaper. You know, is it really? Because you have to buy all three consoles. This is something that console gamers always leave out. You have to buy all three consoles in order to be able to play console gaming to its fullest. Not to mention the fact that if you want to play old games, you have to buy multiple consoles on top of that as well. I remember back in the day when I was gaming on a console. This is probably, 2015, 2016? This is 2015. I do definitely remember this is 2015. And, oh, no, this was actually 2014. This was 2014. And I wanted to play Resident Evil 1 Remake and Resident Evil 0. I was really interested in playing those games, right? And I remember that, like, I couldn't even play the fucking games because they weren't even out, you know, they weren't available on anything newer. Right? And what I had to do was I had to either buy a GameCube or Wii in order to play those games. So I had to spend like what, $80 or something like that on a Wii and the games in order to play the game. Now, at the time, I had like a PS3. I had all these other consoles. I should have just been able to play the shit right there. But I wasn't able to play it right there because of the fact that, unfortunately, Capcom didn't make the game available on any modern systems. Same thing happened to me with DMC3. I remember I wanted to play DMC3 back in the day. This was like 2011. I wanted to play DMC3 back in the day. Right? You know, I had to go get a PS2 from Best Buy. a PS2 from Best Buy. I had to buy a memory card. Right? I don't think I had to buy a controller. Controller came with it, obviously. But yeah, I had to buy a memory card. I had to buy the games. As well. Later on that year, I think in 2012 they ended up making the HD collection. But still, you see, it's an inconvenience to have to do that and have to not be able to game on the HD TV. Have to go on an CRT, standard def. So I couldn't even have the experience that I wanted. All right, it's not like that with PC. On PC, you can just have the game, right? You can just have the game, and if the game, let's say, came out in 2006, right? You can play the game on your modern PC right now, and Hold on. You can play the game on your modern PC right now with enhancements, with modifications, with modern controllers, all that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to go back and buy an old piece of equipment, some outdated, obsolete shit, in order to play that game. And that's what I'm saying. You know, PC gaming kind of just logically just makes sense. And you can just upgrade your shit. You can just upgrade your shit. Whatever you feel like, whenever you want. You know, you don't have to be forced to follow an upgrade path like consoles do, and lose out on features, lose out on games, lose out on
She eliminated on her own.
you know, different peripherals.
Understood.
You just keep everything that you had from before. So that's what I like about it. You know, it's just... But yeah, like I'm saying, you know, console gaming is good for those people who don't want those options. They don't want that complexity. They don't want that advanced, like next step type shit. They just want to have a box that does that does the most minimum simple shit. So there's those type of people, you know, and then there's those people who game on PC who want to take it to the next level, like who want to have more control over their experience, want to have more control over their platform, want to have a freer and open platform. And like I was saying before, with consoles, if you're only a console gamer, if you only game on one console, let's say you only game on PlayStation, right? You're basically gatekeeped from being able to enjoy stuff on Xbox, because Xbox is in competition with PlayStation. So it's not your fault as the consumer that you can't play a game or you can't use Game Pass. It's not your fault. Microsoft and Sony says, hey, you can't play that, you can't do that because you're on this system or you're on that system. I think that's kind of whack to me personally. You know, I want to be able to do what I want to do with my money. You know? I don't want some fucking corporation saying, oh, I can't fucking use that or do this or participate in this because I don't have the right system. I didn't buy the right system. I just think that's kind of lame. But that's just me. You know, console gamers, they think it's fine to have to go and buy 3 to 4 different consoles to basically kind of get like either a worse experience or the same thing, and basically say it's because of exclusives. That's why they want to go and buy these different systems. I just now look back at it, I just think that's kind of stupid, man. I just think that's kind of dumb. Why not just have one system that you can put everything on? And you can upgrade it as much as you like. You can, you can upgrade it as much as you like. You can add whatever you want to it. Whatever services come out, you can use it because it's an open market. You know what I mean? Whereas, like I said, if I only have a PlayStation, I can't use Game Pass. I can't play Halo. I can't play Forza. I can't play Sunset Overdrive. I can't play any of those. I can't play Ori. Can't play Ori Will-O-the-Wisp. I can't play any of that. I can't use an Xbox controller if I prefer that. I have to buy some kind of adapter in order to do that. Whereas if I'm on a computer, all I gotta do is just plug it into a USB. Where's this side mission at? It says I have to go down, but where's the elevator? Stairs right here, but this dude is blocking it though. Oh, Elder wants to see me, so maybe I gotta go there first. But yeah, so I just think about that and I'm like, yo, that's so stupid. Like, you can't play Gears of War because you're on a Sony console. It's just dumb. I just think that's dumb. You know, I think that's dumb. And yeah, exclusives are cool. But here's the thing about it. You can have exclusives without basically gatekeeping the gamer with the platform they're on. For example, PC, you have exclusives. PC has exclusives. There's exclusives on Epic Game Store. There's exclusives on Steam. There's exclusives on GOG. Like on GOG right now, on Steam, Silent Hill 4 is not on Steam. Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 is not on Steam. You know what I'm saying? Blood Omen, the original Blood Omen, the first one that came out on PS1 and PC back in the day, that's not on Steam. You understand what I'm saying? So, the different stores and vendors on PC can have exclusives while being on Mac and Linux and Windows and shit like that. But on consoles, not the same way. On consoles, you have exclusives, and the exclusives basically between different proprietary hardware. Between different proprietary hardware, you can't even go and play the games because you don't have that hardware. Whereas on PC, you just have whatever capable gaming components, and you can play whatever is on the platform. So, I mean, I just think that's so much better. I mean, and you could just upgrade when you feel like it. Oh, I can't use this? What is this? Is this an elevator? Oh, whatever. What is that over there? Is that a ladder? Okay, I guess I gotta go see this elder. I can't go anywhere without telling me that. But yeah, so I just always thought, I just think that's stupid, man. And after seeing that the PC can get games like God of War and Halo and all this other shit,
Yes.
all on one platform, Monster Hunter Rise. Like, you gotta own 3 consoles in order to play all those games I just mentioned. You gotta own a Switch, Xbox, PlayStation. I just think that's, don't y'all think that's a little ridiculous? Can you imagine if, let's say you had a computer, right? Like, you know, let's say just PC gaming. Can you imagine if every game that you wanted to play, you had to own a different GPU, like graphics card or whatever, in order to play the different games? Like, can you imagine if, like, if Valve like had a GPU, you had to primarily use their shit in order to play anything on Steam, and then Epic Game Store and then Activision does the same thing. Can you imagine, like, if that was a thing on PC? Like, nobody would play on PC. But it's weird, you know, consoles do that. Hold on, guys, I'm checking something. Consoles do that, and they somehow get away with it. So it you know, for certain people, I can understand the reasoning why they would prefer the game on console, because it's easy. Everything is pretty much spoon fed to you. You know, and in the PC gaming thing is, everything is what you want it to be. You know, for the most part, pretty much everything is what you want it to be. Your user experience is your user experience. So for people who want more control over their experience, their basically their platform, they don't want to have 5 different boxes just to play like 2 or 3 different games. I would say go and game on PC. But if you just want things spoon fed to you, you just want the easy way out. You just want the easy entry level experience. You don't get control of your graphics. You don't get control of your game files. You can't mod your games to change things, take things out the developers put in, add things the developers didn't intend to put in. Like if you don't want any of that stuff, just game on console. Oh, and if you want to pay for online, even though you're already paying for your online, you know, you can also do that too. But I would say that the consoles are getting better with what they offer though, because you can like they have the different modes now. If you want to play games in 60, you're not forced to play games one particular way anymore, which is better, but still not there yet, you know? But yeah, man. What else can I say? I mean, I pretty much outlined everything that I need to outline. But to summarize, PC gaming is good for people who want that extra step, who want that customization, who want that control, want that free market where everything is not dictated by like one fucking company, which is pretty much what they do on console, you know? If you want that, game on PC. If you want access to more games, game on PC. If you want a limited pool of games to play, more curated games, less options, limited hardware, having to upgrade when Sony and Microsoft tell you, and it might not even be an upgrade you want to do because they might be taking stuff out. Like for example, I remember when the PS4 was coming out, right? I remember they had this shit where the PS4 couldn't play MP3 files, couldn't play DVD. I think no, can it play DVDs? I don't even think the PS4 can play DVDs. I don't even think it played DVDs. I don't even remember. But it couldn't save MP3 files, and it couldn't save photo files either. Like a lot of the stuff the PlayStation 3 could do, PS4 couldn't do. And I was like, what? How you have a new system and you're taking away features more than adding them? The PS4 didn't even have themes when it came out. I don't even think, does the PS5 even have themes? I don't know. I don't really follow these consoles. I wouldn't know. But the PS4, when it was releasing, had it where you had to pay for PlayStation Plus. And I was like, wait, what? PS Plus? What happened to my free online? My free online I had on PS3 where I could talk with my friends and text chat, and you know, you used to use that shit. You used to use fucking text chat back in the day. That was like our bootleg party chat. You know, Xbox had the party chat. PlayStation had text chat. They didn't have voice chat on there. And that's another thing, like limitations, because the console is limited. You can't get certain features. You can't get certain things that the console was never intended for. So let's say, for example, like SSDs. They didn't start using SSDs until 2020 with this generation, the 9th gen, PS5, Xbox, Series X, Series S. And on the whole time the PlayStation 4 existed, Xbox One existed, SSDs was a thing. They existed. like SSDs were in computers. SATAs, NVMEs, those were all around. So with consoles, you have to wait to use new technology, better hardware. You have to wait, and who knows how long you might have to wait. Sometimes when the shit comes out, you have to wait for an update to use it. I'm gonna upgrade our talents. Let's see what we got. Okay. Instant kill. Oh, that's for more damage on the instant kills. I don't have any of these. Light sword, airborne strike. When equipping a light sword, press. Okay, I'll take that. Unleashes 4 quick slashes from a lower position, dealing. Can't even get that now. Save. Alright. I finally saw the Elder. Healing fountain. Yes, human, I gave it to. Here before I came, the water alleviates the pain. Okay, so now I guess I can go in. Oh, this dude.
Hi.
Right. Yeah, but you know, it's stuff like that. Like even when the Xbox One was coming out, you know, they forced you to get the Kinect and shit. Remember? Like they forced you to get the Kinect. They were doing so much dumb things. You know, that the 360 didn't have any issues with. So they were just adding problems. You don't have to deal with that as much on the PC. Like, because on the PC, like I said, you get that control to have that. You have that agency. You have that ability to control what you want.
I did some searching. A long time ago, a group of patients
For the most part.
issues with the Mechanicovirus vaccines. They disappeared into the thin air later on. You can't even find their info on the dark web. Do you think that group and these outcasts are one and the same?
Could be. These people must have lived down here for a long time.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I would say. Personally, I don't know if there's anything else I'm missing. I mean, limited libraries when it comes to consoles. Like I said, if you have to go and have all your old consoles, or have to wait until they make a game available to be played on that console, even though it's the same brand. Shit like that. Man, there's a lot of different things. You know, can't get into everything right now. Trying to make my video cast a little bit shorter. Not trying to make them super long. So, anyway, guys, Strategist 418. Hope you enjoyed the first video cast live stream. And maybe I'll make it a series, maybe I won't, we'll see. I'll do this every week, where I just talk about a certain topic that comes to mind, and have a little game in the background and play it. But anyway, guys, Strategist 418, hope you enjoyed the first video cast, and I'm out of here. Peace.